Here is something nobody will tell you about late summer bass fishing. Back of the creek bite everybody talks about in the fall is already kicking off, and here's 3 baits I like to throw to help me capture those bass laying in the back of the creeks. One's gonna be a buzz bait or a buzz toad. Laying in the back of the creeks, like covering water, love throwing that buzz bait. If you want a slower option, a Cornerstone Lures Big Swift can also work great. Number 2 is gonna be a balsa square bill, black label balsa. Get you a balsa crankbait that matches the hatch, guys. If you're seeing big bait, get you a bigger balsa. Seeing a lot of that tiny bait, they also make some really small crankbaits that can help match the hatch with that small forage when you get to that problem in the back of the creek sometimes. Ever should throw it down wood stretches, hit wood cover. If you get a lot of wind, throw it down a rocky stretch. Money, son. If you don't want to spend the money on a balsa crankbait, I suggest a Cornerstone Lures 1.5 or 2.5. These things are very, very buoyant, and they don't blow at high speeds. They're also known to wrangle up the bigs. Last but not least, we can't forget about our bluegill eaters. Motion fishing, swim jig, Hogzilla creature bait in the back of the creeks. It's a deadly 1-2 combination. You guys get around some brush piles, some wood, flip around that Hogzilla. If you want to cover some water, swim that jig around, it's going to wrangle up the bigs for you, son. The later in the fall we get, I like to switch to a white swim jig, but for now we're still hot, it's still August. I like that bluegill swim jig to wrangle up them big heads, son. Everyone always says how good the back of the creek bite is in the fall. Well, I'll tell you my favorite bites right now, into August, 1st of September. Get back there, throw these 3 baits. You're going to find some big bass in the back of the creeks that nobody's talking about. Follow along for more.